in the back of my mind, I'm like, you need to get on with it, Stephen. Again, that kind of pressure, which I'm trying to ignore, is always there, but it's a bit quieter this week, and for that I'm very grateful. Good afternoon on Thursday, the 7th of May. How you all doing? I hope you're well. I'm out on my lunchtime stroll. It's, as you can see, a bit overcast, but I am using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's back. But yes, I've had a good morning. I'm going to sit down. I've got a coffee now. Oh gosh, he's getting old. Oh, well, there we go. All right, we're sorted. Anyway, yeah. Well, what was I saying? Coffee. So I went to my favourite coffee shop in the hope that I could get a decaf oat mocha, and they didn't have any decaf, so I've gone for the one shot. So strictly speaking, this is my second coffee of the day, and since my first titration follow-up, the advice was no caffeine, but I've gone from 3 to 1. And I've definitely noticed a benefit to having less caffeine mixed with Elvance. So I am grateful for being pushed into a scenario where I have less, and I imagine that what I'll aim to do is to have none very soon. I'll still have coffee, but it'll be decaf. Yeah, that's my plan. It's local election day, so I cast my vote, or votes. You get 3 votes. Casted those earlier today. Don't worry, this is not a party political broadcast, and I won't talk about who I voted for and the whys and wherefores. But yeah, just kind of marks the day that this is an important day for those of us that want to exercise our democratic right, of which I am one. Yeah, I'm in a park, but when someone passes quite close to you, I do find it a bit unnerving. I haven't got comfort in filming in public, and really I should not give two SH1Ts about filming. This is very much a personal diary that I'm choosing to share online. So yeah, woke up this morning, took medication, same as always, then took the doggy out for a walk, and then I had a call with my he's an online coach, and we have a weekly catch up just about progress, how I'm getting on, just about life, which I found super helpful. So yeah, that was while I was out walking this morning. I had that phone call, and then since I've come back, I have been obviously I voted. I've been editing and just getting some life admin out of the way. Seems to be life admin every day at the moment. And now it's lunchtime, so yeah, stretch the legs. Although I've already done, I think, about 12,500 steps. So yeah, on target for, 17, 18k today. Plan this afternoon is I'm going to go home. I'm going to edit yesterday's video, and then I'm going to do a workout, and I'm going to go for a run. What I'm trying to do at the moment is get myself out of feeling that every run has to be a PB, because I know that it absolutely does not need to be a PB, and I've come to the conclusion that that's probably why I don't enjoy running, is because I am working as hard as I can on every single run. And perhaps what I should do is take my foot off the gas a little bit and just enjoy, or at least try to enjoy running. But I'm struggling with with coming to that conclusion at the moment. Sleep improved last night. Yeah, Tuesday night I slept for just under 6 hours, which is woefully low for me. I think I whinged about it on yesterday's video, or the video before. And last night, so Wednesday night, the second day on increased medication, I got 7 hours 20. Now, I did wake up twice, however, managed to get back to sleep, and yes, as a result, I definitely feel happier that potentially over the coming days the medication is not going to impact my sleep in the way that it did on Tuesday night. That's the hope, fingers crossed. Let's see how that one works itself out. I think I've mentioned it. I really wish that I had a better vocabulary, but ultimately certainly more focused because I'm able to get tasks done. I feel calmer for the most part. However, I still have a gazillion thoughts in my head, but they're not making me task jump, which is good. So I'm just hopeful that this continues. I still don't feel like I am where I want to be in terms of having kind of optimal days. However, that will come over time. I am definitely putting more emphasis on thinking about how I can construct my week, how I can construct my week in terms of work and what that potentially could look like, or what I want it to look like. I think the overriding feeling that I have right now is that I don't want to pigeonhole myself into working a certain way. So for example, I don't want to say, right, I definitely want to go back to full-time work for a big company or a small company. Equally, for the right opportunity, that would absolutely be a viable option. And so I'm kind of in the immediate future, I'm thinking about, is there a way that I can get some part-time work or fractional work, whether that's consulting. But yeah, just basically just reconnecting with people, talking to people, having conversations, helping, not being so insular. I guess that's my priority, is getting myself back out there. And obviously I've spoken at length in the last video around friendships. And I guess the step further to that is, reconnecting with old kind of work colleagues, people that I enjoyed being in the company of, people that I admire in terms of what they've managed to do. Just checking in on them, see how they're doing, see how their respective businesses are going. Yeah, just listening. If they happen to, need any advice around marketing or whatever, then being able to impart some advice, whether it's now or in 6 months. Yeah, I think it's a positive step to try to be a bit more proactive in that sense. I guess I don't have amazing clarity of thought at the moment, but I'm okay with where my thinking is at this moment in time. And at the moment it's just about gathering information, talking to people, and then, as the weeks go by, formulating more of a solid plan, and then fully committing to that to see where it goes. So that's my check-in for Thursday. I sincerely hope that whatever you're up to today, you're having a good one. If you're in a similarly reflective frame of mind, I'd love to understand what you are reflecting on at the moment. I do realise that this channel is kind of a mix of trying to figure out myself, trying to figure out what work looks like, trying to figure out what work-life balance looks like, and an opportunity to kind of reset and reframe the next phase of my life. Something to be excited about for sure. But yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you need to get on with it, Stephen. Again, that kind of pressure, which I'm trying to ignore, is always there. But it's a bit quieter this week. And for that, I'm very grateful. Have a good day. And I will check in with you when the feeling takes me to do so. Peace.